Argentina 3, Egypt 2. A champion's comeback officially. But this investigation isn't about the scoreline. It's about 3 decisions inside it and whether football's biggest tournament is treating every team the same way. Ibrahim opens the score. Messi misses from the spot. Then, in the 58th minute, the moment this video exists to examine, Zico scores again. Egypt think it's 2-0. It isn't. 3 Argentina goals follow in the final quarter of the game. 5 exhibits. A goal that was scored then erased. 2 penalty appeals that went nowhere. A federation's formal complaint. A question about consistency. And a comeback nobody disputes actually happened. Open the file. 58 minutes in. Mostafa Zico wheels away, shirt off, the celebration of a man who thinks he's just made it 2-0. For a few seconds, that's the scoreboard. Then the referee's earpiece crackles. The VAR review. A foul by Marouanatia on Lisandro Martinez, well before the ball reached the net. A shirt held, a foot stood on. By protocol, that can still wipe out a goal that follows. Should it from that far away? That's the actual argument, not whether there was a foul, whether football wants VAR reaching back that far. Egypt say the goal was good. FIFA own analysts afterward called the call correct. Former FIFA referee Mark Clattenburg said flatly, not a foul and not VAR's decision to make. ESPN's own VAR analyst disagreed just as flatly. Correct intervention, right outcome. Same replay. Opposite verdicts. When referees can't agree on a referee, that's not one team's grievance anymore. Deep in stoppage time, still level at 2-2, Egypt wanted 2 penalties in the same attack. A shirt pull and Salah claiming he was caught by Julian Alvarez. Nothing given. Even the reporting on this one splits. ESPN says both were checked and cleared. Sky reported no review took place at all. What nobody disputes. Seconds later, Argentina had the ball at the other end. The next day it became formal. The Egyptian Football Association filed a complaint with FIFA against Allegation and his entire crew. Their statement, Egypt, quote, cannot remain silent regarding the refereeing decisions and the failure to make appropriate use of the VAR system. They asked for an investigation. They asked for the referee to be sent home. Egypt's coach Hassam Hassan didn't stop at the decisions. The referee is unfair, he said. The cup is directed towards Argentina. He went as far as suggesting the tournament wanted Messi to stay in it. That is an allegation from a furious coach minutes after elimination. Not evidence. But it's the moment this became a bigger question than one match. Goal scorer Mostafa Zico was blunter than anyone. It was a rigged game, he said. His words, not a finding. Salah, according to multiple reports, said the game wasn't decided by football alone. In the dressing room per B in Sports, he told his team something different. I am proud of you. This is not the end. This stopped being one federation's complaint. Reuters reported it straight. Egyptian outlets called it robbery in daylight. Sports Illustrated ranked it the second most controversial call of the entire tournament, and other outlets pushed back, arguing that jumping straight to bias, in their words, feels like sour grapes. Quick honesty check. Official statements. Real. Wire service reports. Real. Pundit opinions. Real opinions, not findings. Viral claims of a bought referee. Unverified and evidence-free. This investigation is built on the first 3. It shows you the 4th only to measure how angry people got. For a day, FIFA said nothing. Then Pierluigi Collina, chairman of FIFA Referees Committee, answered directly. Nobody, he said, can question the integrity of World Cup match officials. Not even the FIFA president. Stepping on an opponent's foot is a foul, and unfounded allegations have no place in this sport. That is FIFA flat denial of favoritism. It is on the record. This tournament had already had one credibility crisis before this one. American forward Balogun was sent off against Bosnia and Herzegovina. His one-match ban should have been automatic. Instead, FIFA disciplinary body suspended it, days after President Trump personally called FIFA president asking for a review. 72 members of the European Parliament demanded a FIFA investigation. A human rights group filed an ethics complaint against Infantino himself. UEFA called the decision, in its own words, unprecedented, incomprehensible, and unjustifiable. The United States lost to Belgium anyway, but the question it raised, whether outside pressure can reach FIFA decisions, never went away. It's the same question Egypt is asking now. One more thing surfaced that week, and it deserves to be separated clearly from everything else in this video. La Nation reported that the FBI and federal prosecutors are conducting a preliminary inquiry into Argentine Federation finances. A Florida-based company, tens of millions of dollars, no charges filed. It is a real report from a serious newspaper. It has nothing to do with this referee, this match, or this VAR review. Treating it otherwise would be dishonest, so we won't. Enzo Fernandez, a header in the second minute of stoppage time. Argentina lead for the first time in the entire match, with virtually no time for Egypt to reply. Here's the side of the night nobody disputes. Argentina didn't invent the stats. 64% possession, 19 shots to 5, nearly 3 expected goals to under 1. Messi missed a penalty and still finished the equalizer himself in the 84th minute. Whatever you believe about the officiating, the football underneath it was real. Lionel Scaloni cried during his own pitchside interview. "It takes grit," he said afterward, "intensity, guts, the spirit we carry with us." Neither he nor the Argentine Federation ever addressed Egypt's allegations directly. Silence is its own answer, and it's worth noting. So is FIFA favoring Argentina? The controversy is documented. A goal wiped out for a foul most viewers never saw. The inconsistency question is legitimate. Actual refereeing experts disagree, and this was already the tournament's second most debated call, right behind a shirt pull ban that reached the European Parliament. But favoritism as an active choice by FIFA. No outlet, no analyst, no federation complaint has produced evidence of that. Not the complaint, not the pundits, not the viral posts. Anger is not proof. The controversy is real, the favoritism is not. The verdict, controversial. Yes, VAR consistency questioned. Yes, by referees themselves. Egypt justified in their anger, arguable and understandable. Argentina's comeback, real. FIFA favoring Argentina, not proven. Corruption, not proven. All 6 of those are true at the same time. That's a harder answer than a headline. It's also the honest one. So what was Atlanta? A robbery, VAR chaos, or the mentality of a team that refuses to lose? Tell us below with the evidence you just saw, not the headline you already believed. If you want football's biggest controversies investigated properly, subscribe. The next case file is already open.